Hi, I'm Ace.
I'm Jace, and
we're the
PokéTwins.
PokéTwins. Today we're going to tell you about Pokemon natures.
Pokemon's nature is its personality, and there are 25 different natures.
Each Pokemon has its own nature, and that nature will raise one stat by 10% and lower another stat by 10% by the time the Pokemon reaches level 100.
5 of the natures raise and lower the same stat, thus doing basically nothing.
These are referred to as the neutral natures.
Apart from its stats, a Pokemon's nature also affects its preference in berries, Pokeblocks, and Poffins.
And it affects its preference for purification in the Pokemon Coliseum games.
It also affects how it will act in Hoenn's Battle Frontier's Battle Palace.
These things require very in-depth videos, so today we're just going to focus on how natures will influence the breeding of a Pokemon team. Each Pokemon has 6 stats: HP, Attack, Defense, Special Attack, Special Defense, and Speed. Nature affects all of these except for HP.
Most trainers will choose a nature that lowers attack or special attack depending on the moveset of the Pokemon in question.
Occasionally, you will choose to lower your speed stat if you're going to use a strategy like Trick Room,
which is a move that makes slower Pokemon go first for 5 turns,
or if you plan on using moves like Avalanche or Revenge,
which deal more damage when the Pokemon moves last.
Natures were introduced in Generation 3, and from Generation 4's Heart Gold and Soul Silver onward, your raised and lowered stats were actually shown on your Pokemon summary screen. Your raised stat is shown in red, and your lowered stat is shown in blue. The Everstone can be used to pass down a nature. It used to vary depending on the gender of the Pokemon, and there was a 50% chance of passing, but since Black 2 and White 2 in Generation 5, there is a 100% chance that a Pokemon holding an Everstone, when breeding, will pass down its nature to its offspring.
Yay! If you prefer catching Pokemon to breeding them, a Pokemon with the ability Synchronize at the front of your party will give every Pokemon you meet a 50% chance of sharing its nature,
even if the Pokemon leading your party is unconscious. There are 2 ways to go about choosing a nature for a Pokemon on your team. You can raise its most relevant stat,
or its highest base stat. Since natures are based on percentage, raising the highest stat will give you the biggest bonus overall.
If you choose a nature based on a Pokemon's role in your party, however, you can choose its attack, you can choose its speed, you can choose its defense, because sometimes you want to hit him fast, sometimes you want to hit him hard, and sometimes you want to be able to be hit more than once before you die. Faint.
If you're lucky, your highest stat and your most relevant stat will be the same stat, but that's not always the case.
Togekiss is a Pokemon that can be offensive or defensive, depending on the moveset you give it and the nature you choose. If you choose a calm nature, it would make a great special defender, and if you choose a modest nature, it would make a great special attacker. If HP was modified by nature, we would actually need 11 more natures to fill the chart.
5 to raise it, 5 to lower it, and 1 to leave it alone.
We came up with a few natures to cover this gap from HP. If you have any suggestions for new natures, please leave them in the comments.
Such as Rancorous.
Rancorous nature. Fergalicious nature.
Unsightly.
Lactose intolerant.
Straight dope.
Passive aggressive.
Axiomatic.
Hipster.
Jerky.
Irritable.